Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to another episode of Shy Boys Podcast. On today's episode, y'all already know what happened last night. The Chicago Bulls came through and laid an egg against the Philadelphia 76ers in a game to where Joel Embiid didn't even have to play the second half of the game. Just awful, bro. The Bulls, they come back down to earth. It is what it is. We're going to talk about it. But you know, you got to hear that music first.
Cognac, gang, gang.
Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, holding it down on another episode of Shy Boys Podcast with me and my co-host, C-Dub. If you like what you're listening to today, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. All right, y'all. So it is what it is. Y'all see my throat a little raspy this morning, but it is what it is. We're going to clear it up. Y'all pray for a young brother. Still trying to get through these demons. You hear me? But all jokes aside, man, the Chicago Bulls fall to the Philadelphia 76ers 116-91 in a game that was never close. I mean, I was it close once? Maybe. I believe we got it down to 10 points, and then they just took off, and that 10-point lead 10-point deficit ballooned all the way to 30. And it was never close after that. And just previously mentioned, they didn't even have to see Joel Embiid. Didn't even have to see Joel Embiid in the second half. He got to go in, put in some work, and go sit down and just watch the other guys do what they needed to do. You know what I'm saying? From the very, very jump, the Chicago Bulls, they seemed like they weren't into it. They seemed like the moment was too big for them. I said it on yesterday's Daily. The Chicago Bulls must go into this prepared. They must go into, they should have gone into that game prepared, because it was a game to where it was a low-scoring game. Bro, it was 91-91 going into the first overtime. 99-99 going into the second overtime. In a game that wasn't even, you know what I'm saying, you didn't see the best out of all the others on the Philadelphia 76ers. And these guys are at the top of the East for a reason. So the Chicago Bulls, they should have known better and known that you're going to get a better version of this team. Tyrese Maxey was not going to go ahead and shoot 9 of 19, or at least that's what we thought, because in this particular game, he shot 8 of 19. You know what I'm saying? But he still was effective, gave you 21 points. And at one point at the start of the game, just about every single player on the Sixers team was shooting 50%. They were shooting 52% from the three, 62% from the field. So at what particular, and then it was just different things that happened throughout this game, and you seen the others for the Philadelphia 76ers start to step up, like Niang, like Shake Milton. Those guys came in, and PJ Tucker was definitely a huge factor that the Bulls clearly wasn't prepared for in this game. Now, DeMar DeRozan went out with a quad injury in that third quarter, but he wasn't good before he went out. My thing is that these guys, they kept the same game plan, at least when it came up to setting up the zone defense against the Chicago Bulls. But what they came out and did early from the start, we're going to punch the Bulls in their mouth, make them fold, get Joel Embiid, you know what I'm saying, some rest. We're going to go full court press. Billy Donovan made no adjustments to that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the challenges of what the Chicago Bulls face on an everyday basis. You know what I'm saying? An every night basis. Will Billy Donovan be able to show up and do what the hell is necessary to help the team? I believe that when the league got down to 10, when the league got down to 10, Billy Donovan had an opportunity to continue to run with the lineup that was on the move. You had Andre Drummond there and DJJ in your front court. Billy Donovan goes smaller than what the hell was already on the court. These guys go ahead and go on another run in the second quarter. What are we doing? But it's nothing new, y'all. That's why I come over on here. I tell y'all, don't get too high. they're going to knock you down. When you get too low, they're going to pick you up. Remain even keel right here. We know what our team is. We know. Yes, I told y'all it's going to be very, very interesting going in now with 10 games left in the season. It's going to be very, very interesting. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the Bulls are who we thought they were. It's really, really, really simple. This is not a team that you can continue to run through for years to come. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? You see many, many times, like, the Bulls getting opportunities to push the pace. They're not pushing the pace. Why the hell the ball constantly finding DeMar DeRozan, a guy who's stuck constantly slowing the pace down? When the Bulls play that way and slow the pace down and allow other teams to get set into the zone defense, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They're not going to win games like that. They're not going to give themselves much of a chance. If you constantly let DeMar DeRozan initiate offense, I don't understand it for one bit how the hell that happens. But it is what it is. And that's just what it is. In 21 minutes, DeMar DeRozan gave you 4 points. He was 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 3 from the line. All his points came from free throws. It was just that bad. Negative 30. We come to plus minus, and y'all know I hate looking at that shit, but that's just what it was. 8 points in 25 minutes for Nikola Vucevic. He was bad today too. Pat Bev, 19 minutes, 0 points. Can't expect to get much out of him. 35 minutes for Zach LaVine, only gave you 16. These guys literally shut the Bulls' big three down. Literally shut the Bulls' big three down. I feel like the only players that was really playing their ass off today was Andre Drummond and Kobe White. Well, last night, Andre Drummond and Kobe White. That's what it really is. And Ayo Dosunmu came out with some energy early on as well. That's how he ended up with 14 points. And that's just what it is, man. But hey, as a team, you can't feel too bad for the Chicago Bulls. At least I don't. These guys missed the prime opportunity. You know what I'm saying? They missed the prime opportunity to go ahead and just do something good. When it comes down to being in that and working within that 10th slot. You know what I'm saying? Because last night you seen teams like the Wizards, they lost. They in the play-in contention. You seen the Raptors lose. They in the play-in contention. And if the Bulls win, the Bulls potentially move up. The Bulls potentially move up. But now it still remains the same. You know what I'm saying? It still remains the same. You're still about a game and a half out of 8th place. You know what I'm saying? Miami still holding on to the 7th seed. So, but the Bulls, they miss a great opportunity. And now you only got a game and a half lead over the Indiana Pacers, who's on your ass again. You got you a little cushion, but now they right back on your ass again. So that's just what it is, man. It really, you can't feel too bad about it, man. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, that's who the Bulls, this is who the Bulls is. This is who they are. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And because if you ask me if I seen this game coming down and ended like that, I would have said no. Not me personally. I would have been more satisfied in a 5-point loss or 3-point loss or something like that. Hell, maybe even a 10-point loss. But to go ahead and lose in a way like this, it just shows you and lets you reflect on what the hell we've been dealing with all season. The Chicago Bulls go on a 3-game winning streak. They always follow it up by a 4-game losing streak. So this is the first loss. Let's see what they do on Friday against the Portland Trailblazers. It's going to be a 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time game. So they better go ahead and perform well if they want us or expect us to watch in good favor. And because ain't nobody going to keep playing with them. But at the end of the day, they still in the play-in. We know what they really are. And even if they do make the playoffs, we know what the end result is going to be. But at the end of the day, we still cheer them on because we homers. We still rep the city. We still rep the logo. And that's just what it is. We're going to go ahead and keep it pushing. But the Bulls are exactly who we thought they were. They came into this game unprepared, and it was an awful, awful display of basketball by the Bulls organization and the players. It was just bad. So that's it, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the comment box. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you want to be a part of the mailbag episodes, hit us up on that number, 773-242-9219. You can send a voicemail in or a text message. But y'all already know, man. It's another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. I'm Bobby. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.
Cognac.